Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the live today. Today we're gonna talk about the current situation in crypto. We're gonna talk about crypto taxes as well. I know a lot of people have had so many questions. And just we're gonna weigh out the general sentiment, and what you should probably be doing when uh, the fear index in crypto is pretty is it high? Yeah, fear index is pretty high right now. Greed index is super low. So yes, we're gonna have a nice relaxing Saturday conversation. Let me turn this camera a little bit this way. All right. So it's been a minute. I needed a break myself, and I actually did not look at any crypto or anything for a whole 24 hours, and that felt pretty good. So try that, guys. Just turn everything off and take a break. You're gonna feel good. Um, all right. Mr. Dragon, what's up? What's up? Enjoying coffee, relaxing. Yo, look at that. Same thing, man. Coffee, relax. I was up until 5 a.m. last night because I was trying to fix code for my friend that wouldn't compile, and probably I was missing like a semicolon or something. So I slept very late, and but I'm good. I'm good. We got it working. So um what's up, George? What's up, Hey, Sanjay in the house, Mr. Profit Taker. Hey, DMB, good to see you guys, man. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Um, DMB, good to see you, man. Um, Jeff, wrong time to be talking about taxes because it's over now, right? Well, we're just gonna have to start somewhere. I'll just give a few tips that could save you a lot, but it's I know everybody's down now, so nobody's really worried about crypto taxes. Usually, I'm sure when people are up, that's when they'll be worried about it. But I'll just give you a few tips, and then you'll be good. So I'm assuming that my microphone is sounding okay, since nobody has complained yet. So that's good. Are we expecting a recovery soon? Medina, I'm going to address that in a little bit. No deposit option on any exchange in India. Wow, no deposit. So whatever you have on there, that's it. Wow. Okay. BTC even go down. Yeah, hold on. We're going to talk about that in a little bit here. Before you move the camera, you thought it was a pre-made video. Nah, George. It's live. It's live, man. It's live. Okay, Kelly says sounds great. Hey, Stromy Lucifer, what's up? What's up? Um, but somebody please save crypto. When do you think it will normalize? I think it's right around the corner. I'm gonna give you the reasons why I believe it's a little bit right around the corner. Um, why don't you talk about stocks anymore? Well, I was gonna, right? But then I didn't want to just jump off of crypto just because crypto is down to talk about stocks. Okay, I want to stick with you guys through thick and thin for a little bit here, but this channel definitely is a 50-50, and I have material prepared for stocks, but I'm gonna start releasing those soon. Okay, but I just want to make sure I'm there through the hard times as well, because some people might also need it. So yes, definitely I have stuff prepared for stocks, but it's just hard the way the YouTube algorithm works. When you have momentum in the one direction and then you start throwing other stuff at it, it gets confused, so it just leaves your videos behind. So I was just trying to ride the momentum a little bit with crypto, and then I'll get back to making it 50-50, because that's good for my mental health, because personally that's how I roll. I do everything 50-50. I invest in stocks and in crypto, so it's easier for me when I make videos about both of them. So I will definitely get back to that, Joe. Definitely. And by the way, stocks are super cheap right now. Like and we've been going down for almost 3-4 months. So it's just a matter of time. Just maybe in a month or about 6 weeks, the stocks are going to reverse. So, if you are in both worlds, you can make the most out of both worlds. So yes, we'll be back. If there's any stocks you want to talk about, you can start leaving the ticker symbols, and then I can do research on them, and then we'll do maybe just for your sake, maybe tomorrow I'll do a stock only stream and see how it goes. All right. Yeah, lots of norms changing. What are your thoughts? What caused the pinch? Okay, I'm gonna address that in a second here. What should I do with my portfolio? Sell, hodl, or start changing the coins? I'm gonna talk about that also. Okay, so now that we why there's no Hazy, I just sent him a link. So he hasn't responded. I just sent him a link in what is it? The D word. Oh, why can't I? Discord. I just sent him a link in Discord. So yes. Okay. Talked to him about 4 days ago. Oh yes, he's good. He actually went to a campsite, and then he told me he was available on Friday, but yesterday was the one of the days I decided to shut down and clear up my garage and stuff, because I have to get ready to move. So I couldn't go live yesterday. So there's that. Yeah, we're gonna get back to it, man. Stock and options, guy. Options. Don't have any money, boy. What taxes? Guys, but I'm gonna give you some great tips. Okay, so here's the thing. For those who are early, I'll talk about it again later on. But this is for in the future when we blow up again, right? If you are on an exchange that is not in the US, okay, they will not give you a 1099B. In fact, they don't know what a 1099B is. And without a 1099B, the IRS doesn't have a copy of your transactions. So that means that you are solely responsible to report yourself to the IRS. And even in the case of an audit, if IRS tries to probe, let's say, Binance in China, the original Binance, or even Binance US doesn't give a 1099B. Neither does any foreign exchange. KuCoin doesn't give a 1099B. So if IRS tries to get that information, they still might not be able to get it. But if you're on Robinhood, other US US exchanges, they automatically give you a 1099B, and they send a copy to the IRS. So the IRS already knows what you made or lost or whatnot. So it would behoove you to report everything exactly as it is, because otherwise, when they come to audit you, they know why they're coming to audit you. Okay. So there's still that loophole. That's why you can see all these government organizations trying to clamp down on it and get their fair share. Okay. So there's all that. So once you are on a foreign exchange, which is not illegal, by the way, so if you are on KuCoin or any other foreign exchange that technically you have the 100% responsibility of reporting it. And if you choose not to report it, the IRS cannot track it down. But then again, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just informing you that at the moment, that's how things are concerning foreign-based exchanges. So there's that one thing to take note of. And those of you on Weibo as well, I'm not 100% sure whether Weibo sends a 1099, because they just started crypto not too long ago. So I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay. All right, let's see what else we have here. Will the US take over mining power from China? So, I mean, it's good and bad. Okay, so the good news about, China stopping big mining is that it makes Bitcoin more decentralized. You don't want We don't want most of these coins to be in the hands of a few powerful people, right? Um, so making it more decentralized is actually good for the Bitcoin community and the crypto community. Um, but then there are some other issues attached to it. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. But etc. Let me be patient. Okay. So there's one thing I want to address. Actually, let me duplicate this, and then I am going to open the Bitcoin. There's definitely something going on. There's definitely something going on, which is I call it whale manipulation, which is very weird, very weird. Okay. So you guys remember this point when Bitcoin dropped all the way to I think it dropped briefly to 29,000 or 30,000, right? At this drop here on what's the date? May 19th. May 19th, the same time Bitcoin dropped that much, okay? Everything dropped with it. Everything dropped with it. For some reason, 34,000 Bitcoins came from nowhere and were pushed onto exchanges. 34,000 Bitcoins. 34,000. Okay. That's a lot of money. Came from nowhere, were pushed onto exchanges at that very minute, bought up a ton of altcoins in that split second. Because guess what? As Bitcoin was dropping by 25%, altcoins were dropping by 50%. Okay. Let's take a quick peek at the 7-day here. Look at the 7-day drop. 7-day Bitcoin is down 20%. Okay, Ethereum is down 38%. Forget about USDT. Cardano 34, Binance 46. Doge actually is holding up pretty well. I'm going to talk about that in a second. The Doge community. I'm going to talk about that in a second. See, look at everything else. Polkadot went down 51%. So what's happening is that Bitcoin is slowly showing some level of dominance, and these whales know how to work it. How did that amount, 34,000 Bitcoin, appear on the exchange that very moment that the thing dipped by that much? And how come most exchanges were just locked out? People like you and I know there's probably some whales watching. People tried to buy on the dips and they couldn't. A lot of people, have been saying that, hey, the exchanges were frozen when it dipped that much. And all that 34,000 Bitcoin was spent in a matter of, minutes. And as soon as they spent it, what happened? The price just went right back up. Whales doubled their positions. That 34,000 Bitcoin became almost 70,000 Bitcoin because the dip was so hard and they knew that they would go in the alts and double their position in the alts. So, I mean, the claim is being investigated, but by who? And so there's that. So that's another thing that a lot of stuff that's happening is the whales at the end of the day, okay, will still have all their Bitcoin, if not more. So that's the one fact of the matter. And the government is trying to get their fair share, quote unquote, fair share of the whole crypto situation before it gets out of hand, right? And there are big whales that also missed the boat, and now are trying to catch it back again. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening. But in the last drop, um, when I'm talking about 2017. I don't know how many of you were in the game at that time, but it didn't have a lot of hold. Bitcoin didn't have a lot of hold. When it was like, oh, it's up, and boom, one whale sold, and then it just went boom, 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 going down. There was not much support because crypto was still not as widespread as today. Okay, but now crypto has real world solutions that people can actually see, people have actually used, people can tell you the speed of how crypto solves problems. That is very difficult for crypto to just fall to nothing, just like that. So there are so many different factors going on. If you look at the greed index, um, for crypto, the funny thing is I can even tell you greed index just by my streams, without looking at the real greed index, because when Ethereum was 4,200, people were asking, "Oh, is it a good time to buy ETH? Is this a good time to buy ETH?" Today, ETH, your lovely ETH is 2,200, and nobody has asked yet whether it's a good time to buy ETH. The fear index is high. You know what? Let me see if I can pull this up. Crypto greed index. Crypto fear and greed index. Okay, so right now, look how far back we are now. 12. Okay. Last month, look where we were. 65. Greed. That's how we were. That's how high we were. And when it comes to the greed, a lot of people go in with money that they actually cannot afford to lose, but they just want to make a quick double, or they see it going up. So a lot of people don't go in with long-term expectations or anything. And this is when you sell. When a greed index is high, this is when you sell, because this is when volatility can hit, right? But again, you cannot predict FUD. You cannot predict all the China news about mining and all that. You cannot predict any of that. But if you've been in for long and you are very green, that's when you take some profits. Okay. And now look how bad it is now. The fear index is really high because nobody really knows what's going to happen. But there's one thing that's a matter of the fact, is that the awareness of crypto is way beyond whatever it's been in several years. So I'm going to give you three things that I think you should start doing, if this quote unquote forced bear season continues, right? So the very first thing I'm going to say, which most of you are already aware of, is find your favorite coins. Do your own due diligence. Find your favorite coins and slowly start stacking up on them. Right now that everything is going down, I know it doesn't feel good to buy anything. It doesn't. It's just the nature of human beings, right? We see things going down. It really doesn't feel good to buy anything. But find the coins you believe in and slowly start stacking up on them. If it's going to be a weekly purchase of, however many you can afford to let ride for the long term, play the long game, and you will be able to stack up enough of your favorite coin that whenever we go back into a bull season, be it next couple of months, next year, you'll be in a good position to be selling off slowly on the way up, instead of trying to catch the ride on the way up. Okay. So that's one thing you can do. Secondly, this is a good opportunity to study coins and study how prices move. Okay. Now, this right here is showing you Bitcoin's dominance. Okay. For a while, Bitcoin wasn't doing much. Ethereum went past to 4,000, and all coins were way below, behind Ethereum. I showed you guys the global market cap was about 2.3, if you who remember, and 2.3 trillion. Okay. And Bitcoin market cap was below 1 trillion. So alts were that far ahead of Bitcoin. They flipped Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin market cap is 710 billion, and the total is 1.56. Bitcoin is catching up, and very soon, if we are not careful, Bitcoin is going to flip the altcoins again. So this is where, in a bear season, okay, if this is a bear season, you want to probably reduce some of your alt positions, okay, and then either you stack some in Bitcoin or you stack some in USDT. A lot of hardcore crypto people would just say, "Hey, stay in Bitcoin," but I think it will be smart to stack some in USDT as well, because we don't know the level of FUD that's gonna keep pumping in the next couple of days. And if it does keep pumping, guess what? You have USDT to deploy. Okay, so that's another thing you can do in this bear season. And finally, the third thing, which a lot of gamers will not like me for, is bear season is the greatest opportunity for you to buy mining gear. Because guess what? I think somebody asked about the mining rig. Oh, here, there. So guess what? My mining profits, okay, I've gone back to 10 months. Well, now that 1 month is done, I'm back to 9 months to break even, because what happened? Ethereum prices went down. It went down from 4,000 to now 2,200. But people have big rigs that consume a lot of power. And if Ethereum keeps going down to about 1,500, some of those people might have to actually get rid of their rigs. They might have to sell off some of their rigs just to be able to keep their system running, or just to pay bills and stuff. So you have people who have gone in really hard, who will be selling all this equipment if we go into a dragged bear season. That's when you will start seeing cheap GPUs on eBay and stuff. That's when you buy it. Because guess what? When prices are high, when Ethereum is 5K and stuff, GPUs are not going to be cheap. Okay, they're gonna be expensive. So that's when you buy, and it gives, everything is relaxed now. Gives you a lot of time to actually learn more about crypto and individual projects, and make better decisions. All right, let's see. What else do we have? What else do we have? Want to buy ASIC miner? Hey, go for it, man. Go for it. Go for it. Hey, it's fun. You hear it running, and man, that thing is making money for me until FUD drops. Okay, just give us a little bit of idea about whale alert. To the hand, they only tweet unknown transaction. Interesting. I will take a look at that. I don't know about them. I will take a look at that. IRS is looking into crypto, supporting Biden's initiative too. It's not legal anymore. Is this true? Well, as far as I was aware, they said transactions more than 10,000 need to be reported. But now, see, the thing is, so see, all this should to kind of legitimize crypto for you. Okay, if it wasn't something that could hold water, I mean, if it wasn't something that had a use, that had a purpose, that could last, could make money for long, the government wouldn't be so much after it. Okay, they wouldn't be so much after it. So all this should tell you that don't be shaking out of your coins. Okay, I'm not telling you not to make smart trades and stuff, but it's all the fact that they are going so hard after crypto money just shows you that this is actually a legitimate thing. So don't be scared. It's a whale game that's going on right now. Don't be scared. Let's see. Hey, Moni, what's up? See the whale manipulation? Yes, the whale manipulation is everywhere, and not everybody can handle it, because what happens is when a couple of them decide to push the price down by making some serious sales, they sell at very low prices, and then when the price drops by a lot because other paper handlers also sell, then they come back at the bottom and buy a lot more than they sold, making a lot more profit. Legend says DeFi is 100% it's a scam. I do not agree with that for a second. I believe that decentralized finance is how do I put it? It's a groundbreaking use of technology. Okay. So I was on not that I am on Anchor USD, and usually when you have to put your social security number and stuff, with banks and other stuff. Coinbase uses the old system. They don't use a proper DeFi. It takes about 3 days for them to approve you, if not more. But when I put my stuff and everything was approved all at once, I went to Reddit. I felt something was odd. I went to Reddit and people were like, yeah, they approved me instantly. So it's a scam. It's this, it's this. But what they don't understand is that blockchain, the speed of blockchain is incredible. Back in 2017, two South Korean banks used XRP to make international transactions. Usually it took about 24 hours for international transactions of a certain amount to complete. When they used XRP, it took 6 seconds. 6 seconds. Okay, this was before I went on a military trips. When I came back, I thought XRP would be one of the biggest coins. I'm surprised they're still where they are today. So blockchain is revolutionary. If you don't get it, it's revolutionary. And once the longest, in some instances, okay, there could be attacks, right? But once the longest chain is verified, boom, that's it. They don't have to go and check so many things to make things work at fast speeds. So I do not think decentralized finance is a scam. I just believe that it needs to be, they have to come together and monitor it to some extent so that not every coin can just get up and create some random safe moon rocket flying star and say, hey, this thing, you just hold it and it's decentralized finance. Everybody gets this, and then that's it. I think there should be a level of regulation, just a slight level of regulation, in the DeFi system, because a lot of people are just making random stuff, which is making people not fully understand the power of DeFi and make someone like the legend just assume it's all a scam. Okay. All right, let's see what oh man, I missed a lot of comments. Jeez, I'm slow today. Your altcoin's taking a beating with the panic selling. Yo, everybody's altcoin, man. It's beating upon beating upon beating. I don't even check often. I check and I'm like, okay, Bitcoin is still above 30,000. Okay, everything is fine. Ethereum hasn't dropped below 2,000 yet. We are kind of okay. Oh, and I want to talk about Doge real quick. So the Dogecoin community is different. If you guys have noticed, Doge has even held on better than Ethereum. Doge has held on better than Binance Coin. It held on better than XRP, held on better than Polkadot, held on better than Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Uniswap. It's held on better than almost all these other coins. Why is that? So the Dogecoin, one of the Dogecoin Reddits, while everything was going down, they just decided to stop talking about Dogecoin and then just, post memes and just have fun. And it's like the Dogecoin community is nothing like we've ever seen in the crypto space. A lot of those people in there only have Dogecoin, and they are holding Dogecoin to the moon, whatever that means for them. So somehow they've managed to cut themselves off of the FUD, and so the selling pressure is not affecting them to some extent. It's weird, but it's working. And they are just sticking together and just sharing memes, and they even stopped talking about the price for a very, very long time. Several days now, they've just been sharing memes themselves. So I thought that was interesting. Okay. You said DeFi coin developer runs away with 32 million. Yes, there are so many rug pulls. You should be able to find these rug pulls. That's why, look, I probably need to make that video. I said it before, but I haven't. There are ways you should research before you enter into a coin. If you do not know who the developers are, exactly where they are from, if you cannot track their social media history, track what they've done before, and you just find a random coin just because it was made yesterday and you bought it, you just donated your money, or you went to the casino. Sometimes they blow up. Sometimes they go 100x without a name or a founder or whatever. But rug pulls are all over. That doesn't mean that decentralized finance as a whole is a scam. No, it is not. Okay, but there are rug pulls. There are people who create stuff with the intention of pulling the rug. That doesn't mean that the system is a scam. I hope you get what I mean. Like, let me give an example. If, let's say, if I create a university right now, okay, I call it Patient Money University, and people come and pay fees and want to attend the school, and I take all the fees and I run away and I close the school, and the school doesn't really exist. That doesn't mean that the school system is a scam. The school system is not a scam. Okay, so you can't make your decision based on the fact that one person ran away with a set amount. So that makes the whole system a scam if you haven't taken your time to fully understand how DeFi works, decentralized finance, DEFI. Okay, you're still in greed mode. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Smart money is still in greed mode. Smart money is still 65 here. Smart money is still in greed mode. Smart money is still in greed mode. But you have to be in greed mode with some level of caution, because the thing is, with a bear season, if this turns out to be a real bear season and not a fake out one, you really don't know how long it's gonna go. So even if you are still in bull mode, okay, purchase in batches. Don't just jump all in, okay? Because so that when it drops lower, you can get some more. Okay, when it drops lower, you can get some more. And there's still a lot of fear. So that means that it's gonna take a while for that fear level to calm down. So the fear is high. Like, majority of people are afraid. So if you are bullish now, just know that whatever you are buying now will take a long time for it to actually be profitable. Okay, just because it's going to take a while for the general sentiment to come back, and you need the general sentiment to come back for prices to get the boost, to go upwards. Okay. Can you talk more about the fear and greed index? Well, it's just the general sentiment. Like, for example, before 2017, right? They did a research, and they asked, several people about Bitcoin, whether they would like to buy Bitcoin and whatnot. They were just like, is I don't know. I don't. Most of them were like, I don't understand what that is. If I cannot hold it and feel it in my hands, why do I need to buy this? But somehow at that time, Bitcoin was below 5,000 or so, and but for some reason, when Bitcoin got to almost 20,000, they tracked down some of those same people, and they asked them, "Hey, Bitcoin just went from 5,000 to 20,000. People say it's headed to 100,000," and they're like, "Oh yeah, I just got some right now. We don't know how far it's gonna go, so let me just get some right now." And that's human nature. We are greedy. It's like, the thought of buying something and waiting to see if it's going to appreciate in value is harder than, oh, this one is appreciating in value right now, let me buy this right now because this is what's doing well right now. So by human nature, we are just greedy as a species. And what happens is that when greed comes into something, it pushes the prices a lot higher than they should actually be. So whenever the whales strike, it falls a lot harder than it should actually fall. So smart money tries to be on the opposite side. That's why Warren Buffett said, this is word for word, or if you go to my about page, that's the first line. Well, is that the first line? I don't know. But Warren Buffett said, guys, he said you should be greedy when everybody is fearful, and then be fearful when everybody is greedy. Okay, and a lot of people with experience, are the ones who benefit from such situations, because when I was talking to what's his name, Donald McIntyre behind the scenes, this man told me he was buying Ethereum Classic for 3 years when Ethereum Classic dropped all the way, sometimes to $2 to $3, and nobody was even looking that way. He was stacking up on it weekly. guess you make it as part of your, he had a couple of coins that he was buying, Bitcoin, Ethereum Classic, some others, and he was just buying them weekly. Did that for 3 years. He would look like, a crazy person until the stuff starts blowing up. Then he's already stacked up. So when there is the fear, that's when you stack up. You don't stack up in the middle of the grid. If you stack up in the middle of the grid, you have to be more vigilant. You have to be ready to jump off quick if you chase. So I'm not saying it's always bad to chase, but if you chase, you have to be aware of your position. Be aware that, look, you bought in higher than most people in this coin right now. So you need to be more active than most people in this coin. Okay. Can we see how Matic is doing? Sure, let's see here. Let me duplicate this. Duplicate. So those of you who are not here for the chat about taxes, okay, what I said about the tax, the situation is that if you sign up with a US a US company, a US exchange, apart from Binance US have clearly said on their website that they will not issue a 1099B. And if they don't issue a 1099B, guess what? Whatever money you make or lose on there, it's up to you to report to the IRS. But some other US exchanges, okay, Robinhood and some others will give you a 1099B, which means that they have sent a copy directly to the IRS. So you better report every single thing that they give you. Okay, so if you are on Coinbase, for example, Coinbase does not give a 1099B, but they do give a 1099 miscellaneous 1099 MISC, which technically that one is just for like bonuses and stuff that you earn on Coinbase. So it's not going to show your trades or any big amounts. And but that one is also miscellaneous. So that one is also up to you to report. But that one is one that the IRS can find if you are audited. Okay. So, but if you are on foreign exchanges, like the original Binance, the Chinese one, or KuCoin, and some of these other foreign exchanges, they cannot have access to any of your transactions. It's 100% up to you to report. That's why the government is up in arms right now about scaring people to report whatnot. But if you are on a foreign exchange, even if the IRS is auditing you and they send whatever form, these people do not know what a 1099B is. They don't do it, and they will not do it. So that's just one thing you have at the back of your mind. I'm not saying go and do that. I'm just letting you know the situation. You should pay your taxes, but if your stuff is still on a foreign exchange, and until you move it over and cash out from a US exchange into a bank account, okay, it's on the foreign exchange. It's there. So until you move it over, it could still just be there. All right. All right. David says buy stocks now. Hey, that's good advice. That's why I do both. But I like to buy stuff when stuff. I was busily buying stocks the past couple of weeks, by the way, as stuff was going down. Now I'm going to be busily buying crypto as crypto is going down. So that's the thing. You have to learn to buy the blood. Buy the blood. Matic is low. What's happening with Matic? Let me look at the 7-day here. Ooh, look at that downward. Yeah, just like everything, man. Matic is not looking good either. Matic is not looking good either. Stromy says whale alert is manipulating the market. Interesting. I think that the whales actually do have a backdoor communication because the amount of Bitcoin that came in exchanges when when that price dipped to like 29,000, 30,000, it was ridiculous. From different places, 34,000 Bitcoins appeared on exchanges, and they bought up altcoins that were down 50%, 60%. They bought them up in a, in a blink of an eye, and everything shot back up, and Bitcoin shot back up again. It's just it's just weird to understand how stuff like that works, and then ordinary people cannot buy during such big dips. That's weird. Yo, Mr. Dragon, you might have gone into Matic early. That's good. Well, hey, when I called it out on my video, it was 40 cents. So if anybody got Matic during my video 2 months ago, you got it at 40 cents. So you are still doing okay. All right. What else do we have? What else do we have? Cover calls on yourself and take 50% call premium into crypto. Nice, nice work. Nice work, my friend. Nice work, my friend. So, guys, if you want to be selling covered calls, right, you slowly start accumulating. It's good to have a decent stock portfolio. Okay, have several hundred shares of every stock that you want to play with. That way you can sell, several calls and stuff. You have a lot more room. Otherwise, if you're gonna play with options, you can get leaps, get options that are like far out, about 2 years out, and you can use them to play what is called the poor man's covered call. It kind of works well. I've been killing that on SNDL because somehow the SNDL traders are are like, I don't know, they are so optimistic. I just don't get it. People who buy S&D are just way too optimistic. So they see a little bit of a rise, yay! They buy everything up, and then you just pocket those premiums. Always expires worthless. One day it's not going to expire worthless, but at least I'm going to sell my stuff at the price that I want to sell them for. See, when you sell options, you are almost like the house. Okay, you are almost like the house. It's hard for you to lose. You might not make a whole lot at once, but it's hard for you to lose. All right, what all do we have? What all do we have? Carson said, "Crypto is dead right now." LOL. Hey, look at that. This Carson is right in here. The fear factor. I mean, his fear factor is probably all the way down here. Fear factor is all the way down here, man. So again, if you are interested in coins, all the people who have been asking about, oh, should I buy Matic? Should I buy Ethereum? Should I buy this? Should I buy this? Nobody has asked whether they want to buy anything today. But everything you ask to buy at $4,000 today is worth $2,000. You're not interested, but you were very interested to spend $4,000 to buy that same thing. Isn't it weird? Human nature. You have to fight to overcome that human instinct of being too greedy when stuff is very high, and also learning to capitalize when stuff has dropped to. It takes a lot of discipline, and sometimes discipline, and sometimes actually losing a lot of money and watching things come back up, and you not buying at the right time for you to learn that, hey, you know what, I probably should have taken action this, then, or that. But I'm not saying that this is the bottom, but it's possible we could slowly, very slowly, go into a little bit of a downward movement before we come back up. So even if you plan on buying your favorite coins, buy them in batches, okay? Because next week might be a little lower, the next week might be a little lower, but there are so many external factors that are pushing crypto down right now. And once those things calm down, okay, crypto is going to be back. Personally, I don't think the bull run is over. I think this is a false dip. There's just so many different factors, right? From the FUD, the China FUD coming from left and right, the billionaires feuding, and all that. I think that's different factors that are pushing crypto a lot lower than it should be. So yeah, so we just gotta do this crab dance. I call it crab dance because we're going sideways, right? So we're gonna do that for a bit before we move on. All right, all right, all right. DNB says it's best to sit back and let the market recover. Way too much volume into the market not to go back up. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, it's better to relax a little bit, But then, what I do is I just have a monthly, like weekly schedule of some coins that I want to purchase that I really like, and that kind of discipline, it adds up. You end up having a lot of some stuff that is if you believe in it, right? So it's all also up to you believing in it. ETC, sure, let's take a look at ETC. So guys, ETC, I'm gonna chop up the video interview that I made with Donald and post little chunks of it. um you know but ETC, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but um I think ETC has performed quite well compared to several other coins. Let's see, in the past 7 days, ETC is down 39%, right? 39%. It performed almost the same as Ethereum. It performed close to Cardano. It performed better than Binance Coin. Well, Doge outperformed it. It performed the same as XRP. It performed better than Polkadot. It performed better than ICP, better than Bitcoin Cash, better than Litecoin, better than Uniswap, better than Chainlink, better than Stellar. So, of course, Solana outperformed it. But I mean, that just paints a new picture for Ethereum Classic. If this is a coin that moved from $30 to where it went to, wouldn't you think that with a market crash like this, okay, or a continuous dip like this should probably dip back down to uh you know 40s, low 40s or something like that. But somehow it is outperforming all these old quote unquote stable altcoins, right? And that just shows you that the sentiment on ETC might slowly be changing, might very slowly be changing, and that it's kind of gaining a little bit of comfort with this price level. Like everything is down by a whole lot, but you can see that the ETC holders are up there. Like they are performing close to some of these other Bitcoins. So when everything wakes back up again, it's gonna go back up again. So ETC, in my opinion, has taken a good turn, a turn for the better. Okay, and of course, I can see a little bit more the data than you guys can because I see a lot of people rewatching some of my old ETC videos and commenting on it and stuff like that. So as people are still searching for more information on ETC, and the clearer you make it, the more people see it as a good how do I call it? A good coin to invest in for potential multiple X's. I've not asked anybody to subscribe yet today. This is the very first time. If you are new to this channel, please, 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 please subscribe and hit the like button. It goes a long way to help the channel. Okay. All right. Love your reply. I don't know what that is. DeFi is a paradigm shift. Philip, you are the man. That is a very good way to put it. It is a paradigm shift. It's like people would not understand until I will not say until it's too late, until it's now a norm. Every bank has to adopt it, because we can now verify things in seconds, and scamming will get really hard when things can be verified in seconds, So I mean, all I'm saying is just don't buy any coin that was made yesterday by someone that you don't know anything about from somewhere, and then boom, they pull the rug. So all right. Said DeFi 100 did a rug plug. You mean a rug pull or rug plug? Either way, rug was. Be careful, guys. Be careful. Be very, very careful. Man, it's weird. The chart of all these coins look almost the same, look exactly the same. It's just so weird, so weird. Sold all your coins, bought a second hand. Hey, hey, I hope you sold some at profit though. I hope you sold some at profit, Mr. Psycho. etc. Yeah, we just did that a bit. If you have any other questions, so the next, I do have another interview, but I'm just gonna wait for a few days, see if the markets calm down a little bit, so that people will be interested in watching our interview with an etc developer. So I'm going to try to schedule that and bring you more info on etc. So I'm going to also try to get the head of the etc cooperative on here as well. So we'll see. BNB or ADA for long? This is a hard one. This is a hard one. So I'm going to tell you. So BNB, I believe in BNB for the fact that the Binance Smart Chain is probably going to slowly overtake, Ethereum when it comes to creation of smart contracts. Okay, just because of price and how fast it is and how quickly you can get stuff up and running. But then, of course, most of the scammers have chosen to go the route of Binance Smart Chain, which is bad for it. But at the same time, they could make it secure. So it has a potential of blowing up. Okay, and of course, when if Binance price goes very high, and people might switch to some other coin. But apart from that, Binance has a lot of authority in this space. People are almost forced to hold Binance, those who trade actively, just so they can have cheaper fees and stuff like that. But ADA is still a lot of it is still in development stage, and still working on the Gogin project and stuff. And I'm sure when all these finish, it's going to be very powerful. So ADA might have, how do I put it? ADA might have a lot more growth ahead of it, but it could take a little longer. Uh, so I do like both. Ideally, I'll do 50-50 for both. And the other reason about ADA is that, unlike most other coins, 71% of people who hold ADA have staked it. So that means that they're not actively selling, they're not doing anything to it. Okay, so it's only 30% of the circulating coins that are being bought and sold. So that gives the price a little bit more stability. Let's see if this theory is true here. Where's Cardano? So Cardano in the last 7 days is down 36%. Okay, well, I mean, it's performed much better than a lot of other coins. A lot of other coins: Polkadot, Binance Coin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Uniswap, Chainlink, Stellar. It performed better than all these other coins. So it does have quite a strong community. That's ADA, right? The community is a little bit tight. And it's because they believe in Charles Hoskinson, and just like how sometimes good leaders can take projects places. So if you have that personal touch and you feel like you understand Charles Hoskinson and his ways, and he might be your man, then you might as well place your bet on him. But BNB as a bigger organization with a lot more influence right now, also could take off. So it's a hard pick for me. It's a hard pick for me, but I don't know, man. I don't know which one I would pick. I'll just do 50-50. I'll just do 50-50. I like both of them. I like both of them. All right. So sorry, guys. I have to skip some comments here. So what's happening with Matic? Okay, so Matic, as far as I was aware, they had an event coming up in June, which is getting close, right? But again, like most things, you buy the rumor, sell the news. but I don't think people got enough time to sell the news. Like, it was sold on top of them. And just remember, guys, remember where Matic came from. Okay, always have a time frame in mind that on May 7th, which was this month, this very month, May 7th, Matic was 73 cents. 73 cents. Okay. So it did pump really high, and it was actually pumping when everything was dipping. So it's now kind of correcting. It's now kind of correcting a little bit. Okay. Wanna know how not to be muted? The secret is not to spam the chat. Okay. Admin, mods are doing good work. Good work, my friend. Good work, my friends. Yes, Mr. Dragon, yes. I try to read all comments, but sometimes I just have to scroll to the bottom, and some comments, some people are just trying to promote a certain coin, and if I don't know anything about that coin, I don't want to promote something that will make people lose money, so I'm not going to click on it unless you're asking a question. Then maybe we could look at it together. But if it's like, for example, I'm going to show you this is a comment I would usually not click on. So what is Econ finance? I don't know what Econ finance is. I have not researched it, right? But he thinks Econ finance is going to the moon. So I'll leave people, in the comments to read for themselves, and I will not promote this Econ finance because I don't know what it is. It could be a rug pull. You could lose all your money in Econ finance tomorrow. I don't know. So so it's not every comment that I'll read. Okay. Man, I didn't know Matic had a lot of fans in here. Interesting. Actually, let me look at this trading view and see. Probably I'm gonna pull up the VWAP. And then let's do 5 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so there's one thing I can tell you guys about Matic right now, looking at the VWAP, right? So the VWAP, this blue line right here, okay, tells me that the average price most people who are in Matic right now bought it at. And currently, it just shows me that a lot of people FOMO'd into Matic. A lot of people FOMO'd into Matic. And I don't blame them because everything was going down. Matic was going up. A few days ago, everything was red. Matic was green, stayed green for several days. Everybody said, well, that's the coin to go in. Same with Cardano. So you have a lot of people who chased at the last minute to get a quick pump on it. Okay. And, who might be the first ones to be selling when they see that, hey, they're already down 30% from when they got into Matic at, down a lot more than 30%, down a whole lot. If you got in at $2.60, you are down a whole lot. You're down more than 50, like a lot. Yeah. So so you have a lot of those people who will be selling. But then of course people who have been accumulating this coin for a while, okay, probably have their averages at about 40-50 cents. And so it's going to take a while for this price to stabilize. So I think it's just correcting really, and it wasn't correcting when everything else was correcting. So I think it's just correcting right now, and it did go up a lot because of the scheduled event in June. So I think it peaked a little early before the event. That's probably what happened. Yeah, says, you think that's why they wanted it to happen? Pat says he just like you got faked out by those false bottoms. Yeah. Oh, you spent all your reserves. Oh, come on. Okay, okay. My bad. Hey, we all do it sometimes. We all do it. We all do it. We all do it. Yeah. That's why you got to stagger your buys, man. Stagger it because you don't know. Monday and Tuesday when I was on, I said we're not 100% sure it's a full reversal. So make sure you stagger your buys. Okay. So all right. Cardano, I'm gonna look at it in a second here. Pretty sure Econ is upon zero. Probably. Mr. Dragon has gotten to the point where he's able to sniff out those coins, right? Shiba or Doge, definitely Doge, definitely Doge. Shiba is a meme of Doge. Okay, so but again, Shiba holders are getting quite aggressive, so they are also building a community. But definitely, it's going to take them a while to be as an effective community as Doge is. So that's just my point of view. My point of view. Oh Lord, where are these comments? Okay, I see. Okay. Oh, you say you fell for it. Check, Matic. We just did that. Hey, legend. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? AJ has question marks. I don't know what your question marks are about. Um, It's okay. It's still average down a bit. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's in the you realize that in the for the long game, at the end of the day, most of us will not be able to catch the exact bottom. Okay, we may not. That's why if you are playing the long game and you're just slowly averaging down, when the next bull market comes again and everything is way up here, you realize that it doesn't really matter where you bought, whether you bought something at 120 or 70 cents. It doesn't matter when the thing is $10. Okay, so if you are playing the long game, then you are in a good place. All this FUD will eventually blow over. And the interesting thing about FUD is that it actually draws a lot more attention and interest to cryptocurrency. So that's also needed for its growth. Okay. Yep. Yao is right. Yao is right, my friend. ETC gods. Let's go. ETC holding up strong, man. ETC slowly holding up. Hey dude, happy weekend. Thank you, my man. Thank you. You tried to get ETC at 40, but the exchange exactly. That's what I'm saying. When that big dip happened, everybody is saying I was not awake at that time, but everybody, a lot of people I spoke to who were awake said who were trying to buy said it was frozen. But then when we went back to check some of these exchanges, you can actually check whale transactions. Uh, the whales made transactions at that exact moment. 34,000 bitcoins were pushed onto different exchanges and they were used to buy up all these altcoins at a discount. Okay, all these altcoins that were down 50% or more in that flash, they bought them up, and then in a few minutes it shot back up. And once everything shot back up, exchanges were unfrozen. It's just weird to wrap my head around some of these things. Okay, how many people are talking about Econ in here? Jeez. Okay. ANKR, yes, I did look at it the other day. It's actually a decent project. So the Econ guys, I will take a look at Econ and I'll let you know next time whether I like it or not. But I'm sure you did your research. And what did you find out about your research when you researched Econ finance? When did it come out? Yeah. Matic on sale. Oh, on sale. Oh, uh, yeah, but still be careful. Still be careful. Still be careful. Still be careful. Oh, somebody saying you wanted to look at Cardano. So let me look at Cardano real quick here. Sorry. Okay. So Cardano is dipped quite a bit. Yeah, I FOMO'd into Cardano. Okay, I FOMO'd into Cardano myself. I already had a position, but then when I learned a lot more about it, I thought it was a great buy just under $2. So that's what I did, friends. That's what I did. Right around here when it got under $2, I was buying up because I thought the market was going to stabilize, and it did not stabilize. So sometimes you FOMO into stuff, and then you have to make a decision on whether you wanna. So because I have my permanent Cardano position, which I do not touch no matter what. But then I have a trading position which I move around, and I did move quite a chunk of it into Cardano at the wrong time. But then in this particular case, I just decided to huddle. I just decided to make it part of my permanent Cardano position, and find more money elsewhere to create a trading position, which I'll be moving around from active coin to active coin. But right now, the market is not very good for longs right now, uh, except if you are playing the very long game of holding. Oh, and let you know what you're doing, and you want to short some coins to get more money. Excuse me, to get more money to buy the ones you like. So it's a game, but be careful. If you don't know what you are doing and you go shorting stuff, that's unlimited risk. You could lose your account. Yeah, I'll say he just bought Matic. Interesting. Mr. Dragon, Mr. Dragon did the research on Econ, and he says it's a scam. It's a scam, guys. Mr. Dragon says Econ Finance is a scam. I have not done it, but hey, Mr. Dragon, I cannot trust him. Yeah, I cannot trust him. So yeah, he says it's a scam, guys. Matic price suddenly dropping. Is it because I pulled it up? Are you guys selling? Is there a whale in here? Is there a whale in here? Okay. Do you think the downflow is because no. I don't think is down for one. There are so many reasons, okay? All the China banning it, China stopping the mining, um China this, China that, plus before that, okay, a lot of people were arguing that look at this tweet. Like there was a lot of FUD even before the whole China situation. How do I pull this up? This is what Peter Schiff said. Oh, I can't see it. Interesting. A single Elon Musk tweet can have so much influence over the price of Bitcoin, how can anyone seriously consider it to be money? Okay. How can Bitcoin be a safe haven, uh, a safe haven asset if a one word tweet puts it at risk? It should be clear by now that buying Bitcoin is gambling and not investing. So, Peter Schiff, I mean, there are so many naysayers of cryptocurrency who kind of felt some way when everything was booming and everything was doing well and things were being adopted. DeFi was growing, even banks were testing it out, supply chain management testing out crypto and all that. They wait for the slightest opportunity. So, slightest opportunity to throw more FUD in the air. Okay, because a lot of them actually missed out on the boat. So they wait for the slight opportunity to shed more negative light and probably give themselves an opportunity to get on the boat themselves, or just feel better about themselves if the price is not going that high up. So there are so many events that come together that cause this dip, and I feel like there's something very unnatural about this dip. This whole dip it's just very unnatural. I feel like it was forced quite a bit. All right. All right. After Matic is thanks, I'll stay away. Oh, I forgot the context of that. Hey, 17 Roses in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Dragon? What's up, Money? How you doing? How you doing? It's so frustrating waiting for everything to go back up. So you know what? Take just relax, man. Get a glass of wine, turn everything off, play some music. And I think the fact that crypto trades 24/7 is also not good. And I was gonna say this. Good thing this came up. The fact that crypto trades 24/7, guys, it makes it such that FUD is able to go around a lot faster. It's able to travel a lot faster. So, for example, in the stock market, right? If they release a news in the evening, you have all night to analyze the news to know, how the efficacy of the news, whatever, how true it is before, the next day people, break down this news and different analysts have different perspectives on it. But in the crypto world, 24/7, somebody sees an article on Reuters or something, they just see the headline and they quickly go and they sell $50 million worth of Bitcoin just for the fear of the fact that, oh, this headline might be negative. And then once they sell that 50 million, another, billionaire just woke up from sleep and said, oh, Bitcoin is down some. Oh, there's an article. Oh, let me sell some. You never know how low it's going to go. So it's going to be a ripple effect before the news is even analyzed because it's trading 24/7. So I think, I don't know, man. It's just really exhausting sometimes. So you got to know when to turn off. Turn off. Okay. Let me see. Oh Lord. Oh man. Okay. I do not have slow mode on today. That's why you guys are killing me like this. Hola. You don't like my wallet, right? I don't like mine either, man. But the only thing is I haven't looked at my balance in like 4 days. So hey, I don't know. I don't know what is there, even though I have an idea what's happening, but I just don't look at it. Yeah. So it's the weekend, so no external drama. Hey, 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 hey. Please comment on Shiba. How much may fall and how much may it rise? Uh okay. No capital, no caps lock. Okay. Okay. So again, like I said, Shiba could be good for uh a quick trade, a quick ride up and down, but I really don't see a long term. Even though some say otherwise. We had uh someone in the comments yesterday was talking about Shiba swap and stuff like that. I don't have a lot of details on the Shiba swap and stuff like that, but all I know is that it's a meme of a meme, and not all meme coins are going to be successful, and it needs a very strong community to push it. And I don't think Shiba has that community, and it's definitely not a long hold. You could ride it, okay, and make some money off of it, but I think that's about it. Researching VET and VET Tor won't make me millions, but looks like a good long-term project. Okay, so Dave, not sure if you are new here, but that's one of my favorite projects. And my advice is, if you're gonna keep VET, make sure you keep it in a wallet. Okay, Exodus wallet is a good one, and then it will automatically generate VTOR for you for free. So, but if you are moving it back and forth on exchanges, guess what? They will keep your VTOR, your VTA, VTO, okay, VTHO. They will keep it, okay. But then if you keep it in your own wallet, it will automatically generate VTOR for you. And I'd also advise you to just at the onset, buy 50-50, buy 50% whatever you want to invest in VT, spend the other 50% on VTHO, because VTHO is actually the gas that powers transactions on the VChain network. So once the infrastructure is built, whenever they want to, so VChain is for supply chain management. Okay, hold on. So VChain is for supply chain management solutions. And once the infrastructure is built and now they are using it to solve problems in the warehouse or wherever, they're going to be expanding a VTHO. And what happens is sometimes the demand for VTHO is more than VET after the infrastructure is built. So keep half and half. So they have the VET, the VTHO community. It's the weirdest community ever. It's the community is split up. It's like a civil war on Twitter. The VTHO people believe that all you need to do is buy VTHO because the price is going to go up 3 times as fast as VET. And whenever it goes up that much, you can convert it to VET if you really want VET. And the VET people are saying, well, without VET, you will not have an infrastructure to begin with, which is true. So there's that debate, and there's a real world example where a big store, which I believe is Walmart, they try to use VET for solutions, and they figured that if they bought enough VET, they'll be able to generate enough VTHO to finance their transactions. But what happened was that the VTHO generation was slow. It was slow. So when the system was up and they wanted to test it, they quickly ran out of VTHO. And here they were stuck with $300 million worth of VET, which was generating VTHO, but at a very slow rate. And they had to wait days to get enough VTHO for transactions. And they realized that they only needed to spend $20 million to get all the VTHO they needed instead of waiting 6 months to generate that. So they went ahead and bought VTHO. So that's the argument that the VTHO people bring, that, hey, after the infrastructure is built, they don't need VET anymore. So there's that. Okay. Let's go. What else do we have? Jeez. Okay. You haven't looked at a balance for a solid week. Johnny, bravo. H bar, Hedera Hashgraph. I like it. I like it. Okay. Charles Hoskinson doesn't like it, but I like it. And if it's one of the projects you believe in, this is my thing, guys. If we go into a bear season, you have been given a lot of time. If it's gonna last a whole year, you've been given so much time to just sit back, relax, and slowly accumulate on the coins that you believe in. Okay. When I interviewed the Ethereum Classic expert and former developer, and what he told me, it was hard. He said those 3 years of buying Ethereum Classic every week and not being 100% sure what will happen, but the fact that he understood the project and believed it, it's like it accumulates, and at the end of the day, you end up with a big bag. So whenever it blows up, guess what? You come out pretty good. So if you do believe in H bar, this is the period. Do not go buy everything at once. Do not think that this is the bottom. Nobody knows where the bottom is quite yet. So stagger your buys. If you're gonna be buying some every other day, every week, or every month, however you choose. But if you choose to do every month, you might miss out on a lot if the recovery is faster. And I do believe that in the event of a bear season, this recovery is gonna be a lot faster than we've ever seen, because the crypto awareness today compared to last year is exponential. So things are not going to be exactly repeated historically. Things are going to be a little bit much better. Best project you think will bounce back strong with BTC? It's going to be hard. So BTC would take this season to establish its dominance, which is already started showing. It gets to the point where everybody's like, moving stuff into BTC, and BTC is getting stronger and stronger. But I don't know, man. it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to pinpoint one or the other, but the ones with real use cases, ones with real utilities, are going to bounce back and bounce back fast because they have strong communities that understand the value of these coins, and they are the ones that are going to bounce back fast. Red everywhere. ETH 2.0 will rocket ADA and ETH and ETC. And ETH 2.0 right now is set for December, as far as I'm aware. So that's set for December. So if you're planning to get an Ethereum mining rig, make sure your mining profitability, you are profitable before December, because nobody's 100% sure what's going to happen after December. So capitalize on the bounce back. Okay, so you have an interesting name. A lot of whales don't want to lose money. To shake small hands. Interesting. ICP. I haven't personally looked at it, but I've heard some pretty positive things about ICP. Are we in a bear market right now? Right now we are kind of in a forced bear market, if you ask me, because article after article after article, and the media wants to get the clicks, so they know right now the crypto naysayers are the ones that are winning, and so they like to put more fuel on the fire. As it's burning, they like to put more fuel on it. So this dip just doesn't, it feels very artificial. It feels like all these news articles and stuff, it should have even sent this thing a lot lower than it is right now. But the question is, what is holding it up? What is holding Bitcoin up? Why is Bitcoin still above 30,000? Because a lot of things have changed. The awareness is different today than it was in 2017, than it was, So the awareness is different. The FUD is gonna slow things down a bit, with China banning it, with all this talk of electricity, power, coal mining, all that is gonna slow stuff down a bit. But there's a lot of misinformation that's mixed up with all that, and now people are going to use it for their own agendas. But it's all gonna take a while. It's all gonna take a while for things to ease back. Johnny says, just keep holding and get more. 17 says, listen to Johnny, guys. Listen to Johnny. All right, let's see, what all do we have? Okay, Mr. Catibel, you're welcome. There are many reasons the market is down, potent than others. True talk. How low can Matic go? Can you give a prediction? Okay, so again, Matic is not doing well. Okay, during the flash, it did go all the way down to $1, and that is still impressive. Like I was saying, let me reduce this to 1 hour, and then we can put some things in perspective here. As okay, April. So just in case some of you do not know the history of some of these coins that you are in, okay, April 18th April, Matic was 27 cents. 27. 18th April, Polygon was 27 cents. So you have to, bear that in mind. We know Polygon is going to be one of the kings of scalability, but what is it scaling on? Polygon is going to scale on Ethereum. So if Ethereum is crashing, well, Polygon is going to suffer a little bit. So everything has to do, uh, Polygon is going to be the king of scalability on Ethereum, right? So it does have a serious place, but I believe that with the whole market crash now and with Ethereum not doing well, Polygon is also not going to do very well. That's just my thinking. But then again, they do have an event coming in June. Nobody knows really what they are going to, release, or if somebody knows in the comments, let me know. So there's that other factor. But you know how people like to pump the thing before the event and sell off before? This one may have happened a little prematurely. So there is that, but that does not take away from the power of Polygon. If the bullish market returns, okay, these prices for Polygon are going to be cheap. There's a reason why Polygon pumped that high, and so there, I don't know if you guys watch BitBoy Crypto. He's the one of the other crypto channels I watch, except he got very big now, and now it's really hard to tell whether information is sponsored or not, but he had put 150,000 into Polygon because I was watching that stream that he bought that, and he turned his $150,000 into $800,000. And at the beginning of the when the dumps started a few days ago, he was talking about selling his Polygon, to put it back in Ethereum or Bitcoin for the meantime. So a lot of some of that stuff is happening just because he said he knows Polygon is going to be big. But right now, when people are afraid, they go back to what they know as the stable coins, Bitcoin and Ethereum. So there is that fear. Because of that fear, people. Example, he probably has done that already because he said he was going to do that like 4 days ago. So that much money is out. People like him pulling out big money out of such a good project is going to force the price to go down, because at the end of the day, when there's fear, just like in stocks, people leave penny stocks and they go put it in their dividend stocks and stuff like that. So no matter how good it is, it's still a small project for now. So it will have to wait for the market to recover before it gets back on track. All right, let's see. So we have a few more minutes for today's stream. Let me see here. I did not hear back from Hazy again today. I don't know if he's going back to his campsite, but I might actually come back this evening and then get a few others on this evening, so that it will be a little bit more fun instead of just me, dozing out a counseling session. Hopefully one day we get green again, so we could laugh about stuff. The last time I was smiling and laughing, even though things were red, and somebody said I was laughing at their losses, and I'm like, I'm just trying to cope. It's a coping mechanism, guys. All right, what all do we have? Oh, okay, lots of comment. Hey, what's up, Forever Great? Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to skip to the bottom. I'm gonna miss your comments. You can repeat them again. I'm sorry. Okay, Mitch might have some important info here. He said it could be forced. Think how many institutions have lost money in the crypto market. Making it drop all of a sudden by selling of huge quantities could be the way to get crypto investors to come back. Interesting take, my man. Look, so much money has left crypto, guys. When I was checking this thing while everything was good, we were at 2.3 trillion. 2.3 trillion. Right now we're at 1.56 trillion. 1.56. That means it's time to do some math here. Almost 700 billion has evaporated into thin air. And your money is probably part of it. My money is definitely part of it. All right. We're bleeding, man. Hey, one Moroccan's life. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Uh, Hay says crypto is done. Okay, this is not hazy, by the way. This is not hazy, by the way. Yeah, should sell and place by others extremely low. Different strategies work for different people. Work for different people. Um, Roses is a will. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. Mr. Dragon said you can also do it on Binance US if you sign up for flexible savings account. Interesting. Interesting. Except if you are in Texas or New York, then you end up like me. They will just one day randomly ban your account, and you can only withdraw. I think I do have some Raven coin, some Bitcoin, and Harmony One and Ethereum on Binance. Other stuff I have it elsewhere because now I cannot even trade on Binance. So I can only take stuff out. Current market is, look at that silver lining, guys. Somebody in here is seeing the silver lining. Silver lining. Silver lining. Silver lining. Okay. Okay. GMR. I think I've seen this GMR before. Looks like we have a lot of GMR fans in the house. Jeez, where did you guys come from? GMR finance is going to grow. I don't know. 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 Be careful with the new projects. They are going to be affected the most if the bear market continues. Okay, just be careful. Mate, you just looked at that. I appreciate the VNT info. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thank you, thank you. 1 inch has potential. 1 inch has potential. They do have their own exchange. So they have potential. Yeah, potential. So I see lots of GMR here. I think it's GMR Finance. It blew up a while back. Guys, let me see it. I'm gonna look at it for you just because you guys are. I'm not gonna do stuff that people scam, but I just wanna spam, but I just wanna show you all something. Okay, so this is down 27% now. How has it performed? I'm looking at all time, and this coin was first released in May 7th, right? And then so these are the reasons. These are stuff that should give you flags that it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just as a reason for you to be a little bit more careful. Okay, the newer coins. So this GMR Finance, if I ask you to name, two of their developers right now, those of you who are shouting GMR, can you name two developers from this project? Okay, and do you know who they are? Do you know where they've worked before? Do you know their online history? Can you do that? Again, I'm not saying you can or you cannot, but I'm just giving you stuff to look at. So if you look at the all time and it shows you that this was only May 7th, and then this shot up this much, okay, and then it's been on a downward trend since it shot up from the time it came up, right? Now, this also happens to a lot of new coins. People buy new coins with the hope of it shooting up, and so people just jump in just for the short squeeze, or sometimes the pre-sale guys or the whale wallets start selling off at the very onset. And people who haven't seen 100,000 before, all of a sudden see 10 million, they're going to take some profit. That's understandable. So these are things you should be a little bit concerned about, okay? And especially if you are trying to go into a coin for a long term, this thing, do proper research on the coin. So one thing I do is I go to the Binance Smart Chain and I look at it, okay? And this is what I look at. I go to holders, and then you see, okay, so this is supposedly locked. You guys need to verify if they have given up this ownership, right? That will make the 58% locked. And if that's not done, if anytime they unlock this, they can actually pull the rug, okay, by emptying this out into one of the owner's wallets. So that's one thing they can do. Now, they do have the deployer here, which is probably where they buy and sell stuff. I'm not worried about that. This one might actually be the developer wallet, and usually on their website will say how much is devoted to the developer. I'm not worried about that. So what I do is, some developers, when they do this, they actually create some extra accounts that they put 0.5%, 0.3% in, and that's what they slowly sell off, because they know that people will be looking at the bigger developer wallets and stuff. So I start looking at smaller wallets. I pick a smaller one. I'm going to pick a random small one here. Let's say this one. And then let's see what activities have happened. I'm going to go to the last. Oh, this is it. Okay, so 18 days ago looks like exactly when the account was created. We've had in, several out, and then we had an in 3 days ago. So it's not too suspicious. I'm gonna go to another one. I'm just showing you guys how you can do some of this snooping around yourself, okay, to see what's happening with the coins you are invested in. Okay, so this one, there has not been any out. This particular one, it got all the coins in, and there hasn't been any out. So this one is much better. Gonna look at another random one here. 12%. Okay, this one too, there hasn't been any out. I mean, so whenever you see in, it means it tells you when the coin was put in. So right now, these small coins, right, when I go and I see the in, and it shows me 18 days ago, that was the day the contract was created. So it tells you whether that is a wallet that's owned by the creators, right? So you can do some of this research, and now this is a coin that is a little bit suspicious. Okay, so again, 18 days ago, they got a lot coming in, almost everything in here, and then guess what? They have been selling out ever since. Okay, so there's out, 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 out. And of course, since 3 days ago, if you look at this map, you see how the price is going down. There's very little incentive for them to be, selling. But these are the whale wallets you need to watch. And when the price is shooting up and they are just selling out, 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 you got to be careful. Because if they got it 18 days ago, it's very, very likely they are either related to or a part of the team that is not declared, and they just make it 0.2%, 0.4%, or whatever. So I hope you are happy with my quick look at GMR Finance. And let's move on. All right. Okay. Holy cow. I just did, guys. I just did. All right, this is House of Judea. This is your 11th day investing in the crypto space. Thank you for sharing all your opinions and experience. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad today's session was useful to at least one person. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that we can see you here. And then guess what? I will also be learning stuff from you as time goes on. So Mr. Dragon says there are thousands of bad projects and rug pulls. Top 100 or so coins to market. Pretty safe. Yes, it doesn't mean that every project is a rug pull. Okay, no, not every. Yeah, not every new project. Just make sure you do proper due diligence. Or if you are just gambling, just tell yourself that you are just gambling. Don't just be like, oh, this coin is going to the moon just because you have it. Just know that it's a gamble, and every now and then some of them do stay and make you a lot of money. So Mabe says ICP just popped. ICP is doing quite well for it being a new coin. I'm quite impressed. I think I don't know how it's gonna survive this whole thing in the long run, but I think it has some potential. Sample. Let me refresh this just so we have latest prices. Okay. Yeah, it just popped quite a bit in the 24 hour. Yeah, so things should slowly be turning green now since 24 hours ago, things were not that much better than it is right now. So, uh, all right, all right. All right, guys. So, guys, why are you spamming too? Why are you spamming too much? Like, come on, you don't have to spam too hard. I think GMR. I have looked at GMR before, but I wasn't as critical as I just did today because I think when I looked at them, they had a space for gamers and creators on the website, and then not long after that, I realized that every time the price pumps, the whales are just leaking funds. The idea is great, but I feel like there could be a slight fundamental flaw that might take a while for it to be fixed. Maybe after they get their pockets full, they might stop leaking the funds because a lot of the coins have been spread in all these smaller wallets, which are slowly leaking out. But GMR, the idea is their website is actually one of the best I've seen. um you know but I'm warning you, I'm showing you the downward trend that has been happening for a while now. They've actually changed the website from the last I saw. um yeah, they actually definitely made some changes. This one loaded faster, but the graphics not that impressive. But again, you're not buying some stuff because of website graphics, are you? Okay, all right, moving on. Okay, let's see. Guys. Oh, what's up, Steven? What's up, Steven? What's up? All right, guys. So my time is up. I'll see if maybe this evening, I'll see if I could come on for a little bit and do Saturday night one, and then we'll see whatever issues you guys have, we can address it. But anyway, just keep your head up, okay? Don't um don't let don't let this fear index, or could I close it? Don't be caught up with the masses. If you get caught up with the masses, you are either going to make very little money on the rises, or you're going to lose along with them, okay? Try to be more disciplined. Try to like, if you have coins that you believed in, that you've researched, try to take this opportunity that everything is slowly going down, to slowly be stacking up on your coins, slowly. If you like Ethereum, right? If you like Ethereum Classic, look, Ethereum was 4,000. People were ready to buy it because everybody could see 10,000 just ahead. But the road is never straight. It's never smooth going up like that. It's very jagged, and a lot can happen. If you like Ethereum Classic, you were very happy buying Ethereum Classic at 160. Well, one thing you can do is grab some while it's around $50. That would bring your average down from the 160 to something a lot lower, and eventually you get to a point where you could even break even right before $100. So there are so many things you can do in this bear season. It just buys you more time to slowly have a weekly schedule of stocking up on the coins that you like. And at the end of the tunnel, there's gonna be light. But if you don't have any strategy and you just sitting down to wait for the whole market to recover, guess what? You're gonna end up chasing again. You're gonna end up trying to buy things that are already up 2, 3, 400%, and then you will be caught in the same trap all over again. And then you're gonna sell everything and be waiting on the side for a good time to jump in. Time in the market always beats time in the market. This applies to stocks, and it does apply to crypto as well. All the people who I've spoken to who have been in this for long, they have strategies that work for them. So I'll see you all next time I come on. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for being here.